Alright, what's going on, guys? Trev back again, here to bring you another video. This video is going to be doing some more predictions for The Walking Dead Season 3 finale and possibly Season 4, depending on what happens. I'm calling this one, Daryl must be the one to kill the governor. And this one will contain spoilers for those of you who have not seen The Walking Dead Season 3, Episode 15, This Sorrowful Life. I know it just aired a couple days ago, so dudes in the UK probably haven't seen it yet. Just a spoiler warning as always, because this will spoil that if you have not seen it yet. So, earlier on this year I did a video kind of talking about doing some predictions on who I think will kill the governor and all of that kind of stuff. And I never really mentioned that I thought that Daryl would be the one to do it. But at this point, after last week's episode, I think it's absolutely crucial. I think, story-wise, plot-wise, you have to have Daryl be the one to kill the governor at this point, I would think. I mean, Andrea, yeah, she has reason to, but I don't really know if she's going to really have a way to do it. I mean, she could if somebody frees her, if somebody like Tyrese or Milton stumbles upon her, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen by season finale because Tyrese is with the group that storms the prison. So Milton, though, isn't, as far as I remember from seeing the preview, the promo. I don't think he's with the governor when they storm the prison. Pretty sure he's not. So Milton's still a possible option. Andrea's still a possible option. Michonne's still in there. But nobody, I don't think, at this point has reason to want to hunt down and kill the governor as much as Daryl. I mean, nobody. After the events of This Sorrowful Life, what happens with Merle, finding him as a walker, very touching, sad moment at the end of that episode. Now, it just won't be satisfying unless it's Daryl. I mean, Rick, if he was to kill the governor, it'd be all right. I mean, it'd be okay. It'd be like, okay, you know, his group won, so to speak. He won, you know, the battle or the war, so to speak. But it just wouldn't be as satisfying. If Daryl does it, it will be really, really satisfying. Now, this could happen in the finale. This could happen in Season 4. I'm really not 100%, made up my mind yet on where they're going with the whole governor story arc. Do they want to end it now in the finale? Do they want to, bring it through to next season? And which one I kind of would prefer them to go with. At this point, I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter too much because it's still interesting if they prolong it. But at the same time, it kind of would be cool to see it capped off at the end and see, the governor get an arrow to the face. It would just be wonderful. Or a knee and then face. Would be great. So now, here's how I think it's going to go down. There are some pictures online of it. Just a couple pictures. But there is one that's not in the trailers, which is Rick, and he's crouching down in the woods. You guys can find this on Google. Actually, I'll just put the link in the description so you guys can check it out. Looking at something. Now, there's somebody else with him. I don't know who it is. I don't know if it's Daryl. I don't know if it's Glenn. It looks like a male hand, but I'm not sure exactly whose it is. Again, link in the description. You guys can check it and kind of decide for yourself. Now, what I'm thinking that is I'm thinking that could be them after having left the prison, because as we see in the promo and in the sneak peeks, they're definitely leaving before the governor gets there. When the governor gets there, they are not there, or at least they're not waiting with guns ready to shoot in certain positions and stuff like that. They have already gone, set a trap, or done something. Now, what I'm thinking is going to happen is I think that Rick is probably in the forest watching them as they storm into the prison, ready to unleash some kind of trap or something. I'm thinking what they might have done is lure a lot of the walkers into the tombs. The episode's called Welcome to the Tombs. So maybe when the governor's group goes into the prison, it's full of walkers. Maybe they lured all the walkers in, waiting for the governor's group to come in, and then when they go inside, the door's kind of open. When they go in, they're going to be attacked by, a massive amount of walkers. So if that happens, I think that would be really great to see that, because then they'd be just, shooting them down and everything, but they'd be preoccupied, as we saw in last week's episode, and sort of Merle's and the governor's strategy. We don't know who came up with it, but it's a fantastic strategy, which is to use the walkers as a distraction in a fight or gun battle. And, they can create a really good distraction, because then the one army that's near them has to deal with them while you can pick them off, just like Merle was doing in last week's episode. So that being said, I think that's probably something along the lines of what's going to happen. Rick, obviously, they've left, in that they've left the prison, but they may still be waiting for the governor to attack to, maybe unleash some kind of trap on them or try to take out the governor. Because if you think about it, they don't really have to kill all of the governor's men necessarily. They just got to take out the governor himself. If they take him out, we're good. Everything's good. But if they don't, they can kill as many other members of the group. If the governor survives, the problem is not solved. So they may try to lure them in, unleash the walkers on them, and then assassinate the governor. Like I said, no one else, I wouldn't be satisfied with anyone else doing it but Daryl. So possibly a sniper rifle could work in that situation. If the governor storms in, kind of talking to his men standing around, get someone in one of the towers laying down at the prison with an escape route with a vehicle ready, wait for them to come, just kind of stake it out, wait, because they know they're going to come soon. And then just try to assassinate him, just take him out. So that's pretty much what I think is going to happen at this point. I could be totally wrong. Maybe they'll just storm the prison and it'll be exciting. But you got to have something in the finale to cap off this exciting season with some great action stuff. So if Rick's group just runs, there really wouldn't be anything that would, give us that great action aside from the governor going into the prison and shooting a bunch of walkers in the halls and that kind of stuff. So that's what I'm thinking is going to happen. There are some other people who think that possibly after this occurs or when they run, they won't actually go to the farm, but they will go to see Morgan in Rick's hometown. Is it King County? I think so, something like that. And possibly stay with him for a little while. Maybe not for very long, but just for a little while so they can get ready to find another place or whatever, what have you. Which would be interesting, too, to see. Because he is supposed to, in terms of casting, apparently he's supposed to return in the finale. So that could happen. But regardless, just want to kind of do a video giving my thoughts on it. And I think that just as an update with what's happened in the recent episodes, I won't be satisfied if anybody else kills the governor except for Daryl. Yeah. That's it for this video, guys. I'll see you for the next one. This is Trev, and I'm saying peace.